What's up, everybody? OddMan105, aka the Odd One here, and this video is an updated buying guide and walkthrough for the arcade properties, which during this event week are 30% off, including their upgrades and modifications. So let's just get right into this. The arcades serve as the legal business front for any and all operations governing the preparations for and execution of the Diamond Casino Heist, which every player out there should know by now is not solo playable. But even if you are a solo player and you don't plan on running the Diamond Casino Heist, there are some really good reasons for owning an arcade property, and we'll discuss those reasons here in the video. Also, during this event week, the Diamond Casino Heist finale is paying double cash and RP bonuses, and GTA Plus members are guaranteed to get diamonds as the primary vault loot for each run of the Diamond Casino Heist for the remainder of the GTA Plus event month. So whether or not you plan on running the Diamond Casino Heist, or if you're a GTA Plus member, then keep watching the video. Now, there are some valid reasons for owning an arcade property. Number one, remember that the arcade serves as the legitimate business front for conducting the Diamond Casino Heist. Number two, you get 10 additional vehicle parking spaces with the arcade property. So even if you never plan on running the Diamond Casino Heist, but you're running short on garage space, then purchasing an arcade may be a viable solution for you. Number three, you can manage all aspects of most of your businesses from right here at the arcade, and we'll discuss that here later on in the video. And number four, for nostalgia reasons, because who doesn't like an arcade? If you're someone who grew up in the 70s and 80s like I did, then owning an arcade brings back fond memories. So when you're ready to purchase an arcade property, simply go to Maze Bank Foreclosure and sort by arcades. Now, if you're new to GTA 5 Online and you don't otherwise see the arcade properties for sale on Maze Bank Foreclosure, then you'll need to first meet with Lester over at Mirror Park. Afterwards, sit through the cutscene where they discuss the Diamond Casino Heist, and the arcade properties will be made available for purchase. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Now, I say this with every buying guide and walkthrough, but it is never a good idea to purchase any property that's too far north on the map, especially in the case of arcades. And that's because you want your arcade property to be as close to all of your setups, preps, and the finale as possible. So by that definition, Pixel Pete's Arcade here in Paleto Bay and the Wonderama Arcade in Grapeseed are both disqualified. They're way too far north on the map, and this will make your prep missions and finale that much more difficult. So in general, you want to focus on the 4 arcade properties located here in the city. And let's zoom in a bit. You can't go wrong with any of these 4 properties, but I highly recommend that you consider purchasing Videogeddon or the La Mesa property, and that's simply because of its proximity to the Diamond Casino right here. And this is where your heist will take place. And this is the property that I own, by the way. So for the purposes of this video, let's just pick any random arcade and take a look at it. And these prices reflect the pre-discount price before the beginning of the event week, but rest assured, all arcade properties, including their upgrades and modifications, will be 30% off for the upcoming event week. So let's buy from. Okay, now you don't need any of these extras to get the arcade up and running to conduct the Diamond Casino Heist. Okay, these are all extra, but let's go over them anyway. So you've got arcade style, and you can choose a style if you want. And you've got mural, so select your mural. And you've got floor type, and you can select different types of carpeting to fit your aesthetic. And neon art. Me personally, I like this one. And the extras. Now this section is important. The high score screen is standard, but I highly recommend that you purchase the personal quarters. This will allow you to set your spawn location here at the arcade, which will greatly assist you for prep missions and finales. And of course, your 10-car garage is standard equipment. And that's pretty much it. So when you're ready, simply click buy, and that's it. You're off to the races. Now, don't forget that your arcade is an actual legal business that earns passive income in the form of daily income up to a maximum amount of $100,000, which is stored right over here in your safe. Now, the amount of money that you earn in daily income is largely determined by the number of arcade cabinets that you have in your arcade at any one point in time. So to maximize your daily income, simply fill up your arcade with as many arcade cabinets as possible. The problem, of course, however, is that arcade cabinets can get really expensive really quickly. So to demonstrate, let's have a seat right here. Let's log into this terminal. Now, from this terminal, you can manage aspects of your arcade, and you can also purchase upgrades for your arcade as well. So let's log in. And as you guys can see, you can purchase additional arcade cabinets if you want to, and I will discuss a workaround for this shortly. But you also have the option to purchase certain upgrades for the arcade as well, such as the Master Control Terminal. Now here, you can manage all aspects of most of your businesses right here from this one location, okay? And this is highly recommended for your arcade property. And here you can purchase drone stations, which are used during the Diamond Casino Heist, and they can also be used during free mode. Okay, but let's go back here for a second. So to demonstrate just how expensive these arcade cabinets can be, let's scroll down a bit. Now, I own most of these arcade cabinets, but let's scroll down. To give you an idea, the Axe of Fury arcade cabinet right here costs $666,000, which is ridiculous, okay? But again, you don't have to purchase any additional arcade cabinets if you don't want to, and let me explain. Let's back out. Now, as part of the arcade setup, you'll need to complete a setup mission where you steal 4 arcade cabinets, okay? And you can simply duplicate those 4 arcade cabinets to fill up your entire arcade. And here's how you do it. So simply open up your interaction menu, select Arcade Management, then scroll down to Arcade Games. Now, if you notice in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, it states that you have a total of 35 slots for gaming cabinets in your arcade. And also remember that you stole 4 gaming cabinets as part of your arcade's setup mission. So you can simply take any of the empty slots in your arcade and populate it with one of the 4 arcade cabinets that you already own. Like so. Thereby filling up your entire arcade with the arcade cabinets that you have without the need to purchase additional arcade cabinets, and maximizing your passive income. Now, if you want a variety of arcade cabinets, you can totally purchase new arcade gaming cabinets if you want, but that's entirely up to you. It's not necessary. So now let's take a walkthrough of the arcade. As you can see, this is your office, and this is where you'll manage all of your arcade cabinets and collect your daily income from the safe over here, okay? And here we'll discuss Lester's mom in just a second. We'll be right back. But for now, let's go out to the main floor. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Rockstar Games, I want this Princess Robot Bubblegum action figure like yesterday. Make it happen. All right, let's go outside here to the main floor. And as you can see, here is your arcade, okay? This is the legal front for your arcade property, all right? And every arcade game here is playable. These aren't simply cosmetic. You can actually play these games if you want, okay? We won't do that here, but you guys get the idea. Every game here is playable, and you can also win awards by completing certain milestones with these games, all of which will be featured here in the display cabinet right here, okay? Okay, there's Wendy. This is our barista, the happiest person on the planet. She's so nice. Look at her. She's so happy to be at work. Now,
can I get you something?
I have a couple of ideas in mind. Are you doing anything later? Now, as you can see, your arcade sells drinks, and of course, because you're the arcade owner, you get them for free, and you also get free snacks. Okay, let's get some snacks though while we're at it. There we go. Okay. Super simple, super easy. You can also walk behind the bar and tend the bar as well.
Right place.
Okay, now let's go talk to Lester's mom. Hi, Lester's mom. Okay, this is how you access the basement area of your arcade. So let's open it up. And that cost me $0.25. All right. Let's go downstairs. Okay, now here's where all of the clandestine operation for planning and coordinating the Diamond Casino heist takes place. Okay, and right here is the master control terminal. Remember that I mentioned earlier that you can literally manage all aspects of most of your businesses from this one location. So let's have a seat. Okay, let's access the master control terminal. Okay, so as you can see, you can access nightclub management, bunker, all of your MC businesses, okay? CEO special cargo, vehicle import-export, and air freight cargo. Now, this includes product sourcing and selling, so you can actually run source and sell missions right here from the master control terminal, okay? Now, at this time, the Asset Lab, the Bail Enforcement Office, and the Salvage Yard cannot be managed from the master control terminal, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now, let's back out. Okay, over here are all of the planning boards for coordinating and executing the Diamond Casino heist, okay? So all of that work is done right here. Back here are your sleeping quarters. This is where you will spawn usually when you set the arcade as your spawn location. As you can see, you've got a cot over here with some dumbbells that are never used. You've got a gun locker where you can customize your weapons loadout if you want, like so, and you've got a wardrobe where you can change your outfit if we can get there. There we go. And here you can change your outfit. Now here are the 4 nano drone stations which are used during some of the prep missions for the Diamond Casino heist, but they can also be used during free roam. Now in general, the nano drone stations are free roam troll weapons. If we can demonstrate right here, let's see if we can find somebody. But as you can see, it operates as, say, oh, there's somebody. Hi there. Oh. Oh, we got 2 for 1. Oh, they're dead. But you guys get the idea. This is mostly used for free roam trolling, but they are used during the Diamond Casino heist preps. Also, because you've purchased the nano drone stations, you have access to these in your interaction menu. So if you go to manage remote controlled vehicles, and as you can see right there, nano drones, these are available in free roam. So you can use them anytime you want. Now over here is your heist prep equipment storage area. So as you complete heist preps and setups, you will accumulate equipment such as vehicles and weapons, all of which will be stored here in these bays. Now back this way is the exit/entrance, so you can totally enter and exit your arcade from this area here without having to go through the front entrance. Now back this way is the dartboard, so if you're bored, you can play some darts if you want. And you also have a full-blown weapons workshop right here at the arcade. And last but definitely not least, the all-important 10-car parking, okay? And this is storage for 10 additional personal vehicles right here in the arcade. And that's pretty much it for the walkthrough. Now let's visit each arcade so that you guys will have an idea of exactly where each arcade is located. So let's go. So first up is the La Mesa arcade, located right here on the map. And this is the arcade that I own, okay? And in my opinion, this is the best arcade location because it's literally right down the street from the Diamond Casino. So I think that's self-explanatory. The next location is right here at Davis. Located right here on the map. And just up the street from everyone's favorite gang attack area, Grove Street. So Super simple, super easy. Next up is the 8-bit arcade. Located right here on the map at West Vinewood. Also another prime location since it's got main road access.
Just call me when you're ready.
Okay, and next up is Insert Coin. Located right here on the map at Rockford Hills. Another prime location for an arcade because of its proximity to the main road. Next, we have Wonderama. Located all the way up here in Grapeseed. Right here on the map. Not recommended. And last but not least is Pixel Pete's. Way out here in the boondocks in Paleto Bay. Again, not recommended. And that's pretty much it. That's a full buying guide and walkthrough for the arcades. So, you guys sound off down in the comments below. And will you be purchasing an arcade property? Even if you don't intend to run the Diamond Casino Heist, the arcades are worth it simply for the garage space alone. So, like I always say, don't sleep on this. And with that being said, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One. And if you guys found this video informative, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a few likes while you're here, and hey, don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there.